Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
I'm from France.
Are you visiting here?
Yeah, been in Japan, Tokyo for 2 weeks.
Today's topic is what do you want to bring home from Japan? So if you could bring anything existing in Japan, what do you want to bring back home?
Matcha. I want to bring everything they do, like everything they cook with matcha, I want to bring it home because it's not that famous there in France, matcha.
Okay, so you mean like
First
the
of all.
taste of matcha?
Yeah, I don't know, they have cakes with matcha, they
Okay.
have ice creams, they have everything with matcha here, and I love matcha. I will miss it for sure.
Okay.
Then, of course, this chill
Chill atmosphere, vibe.
Yeah, maybe it's because I've been in Seoul just before, and in Seoul it's really dynamic. It's really like there are so much people everywhere all the time doing
Busy.
stuff. Yeah, it's really busy. And so when I came here, I was like, wow, I can chill, I can relax. So yeah.
So you feel here more like calm?
Yeah. And compared to France, it depends. If you go to Paris, yeah, definitely, to me, Tokyo is way more relaxed than Paris.
Okay.
Because Paris is so...
What is it like in
I'm
Paris?
gonna betray my own country, but I mean, Paris is like people are so nervous, so always stressed and always.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like Paris.
Okay. I thought that Tokyo is very big city, so it's also stressful, but it's not so much.
Not for me. Like, for example, if you go to big cities in France like Paris, you will have a lot of people doing weird stuff sometimes. Like crazy stuff and being very loud and stuff like that.
Okay.
Whereas here, if you take the subway, like it's so calm, and people mind their own business, you don't even exist. That can have negative effects. Like some people say that actually in Japan, Japanese people, they don't care about you and it's really hard to make friends and blah, blah, blah. But as for me, I'm like, yeah, actually that's cool because I can do my own stuff and no one is gonna mind my business, and that's cool for that.
Okay. So I'm a little bit curious about what you said. Crazy stuff. Paris. For example, what kind of like situation can I see in Paris?
Dancing, screaming in the subway, like stripping also sometimes, like really like. Yeah, but it's not every day, every time, but like you have some people doing some weird stuff in Paris and like right now it's a mess in Paris, like at the moment, because in France there have been some political problems. So right now it's such a mess in Paris from what I saw and from what people tell me.
Okay, so they're doing some like protest or something?
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
I see. You mentioned something about Paris in France, but if we go to there, what will you recommend us to bring home from France? What are you proud of about your country? What do you like about your country?
Okay, what I like about my country is the food, like the cheese and pastries and stuff like that. Like especially the cooking part. There are things here that I miss. For example, that I miss eating. So if people are into food, definitely going in Paris, there are some good places to go and stuff to eat.
As for mentality, do you think there is a good part about French people?
The good part would be, it depends on the perspective because not everyone agree with that. But the good part, I guess, is that in France, most French people are known to be kind of rebellious. They do not accept everything. And it's something pretty good sometimes because sometimes some rules are good, but sometimes some rules don't make sense in itself. And French people would not hesitate to go over the rules if they don't see the point of it, if it's not good in itself,
Okay, so they always follow their own opinion.
Yeah, there's something like that. Sometimes it's not good because all opinions are not inherently good and morals, but yeah, on the whole, sometimes it's good also to just do something that you find fair yourself.
Okay, I see. Like hearing your answer, I thought that France and Japan, society is very different. So, are you interested in living in very different country, Japan?
I want to come back for working holiday visa, so it's for 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, so I want to come back for 1 year here to see how it is to live here for real, to have a job and to do daily stuff, Because as I'm here for just 1 month, it's really discovering and doing tourist stuff, and I want to see how it is to really live here and to work here and stuff like that.
Okay, so you are still in the process of discovering and seeing if it is good or not to live a long time.
Do I vibe with it or not?
Okay.
But for now, I think I would like to come back, for 1 year. But from what I know, you have to learn Japanese and to be able to speak Japanese, because you won't find a job here if you just speak English. It's going to be very hard.
Okay.
So I started to learn, but I will have to study harder.
Okay. Do you speak Japanese?
Not that much.
Okay.
I can pretty much, touristic things like going in a kombini, in a restaurant and stuff like that.
Okay.
Not anything more than that.
Okay, so you mean like that you know enough for tourism.
Yeah.
It was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
New York
How long have you been in Japan?
for 2 days.
Is it first time?
Yes.
What brought you to Japan?
I haven't seen my mom in a very long time, so for Easter she surprised me with a visit to Japan. I live in New York, she doesn't live there, so we haven't seen each other for 6 months. And she always wanted to come here to see the sakura, so she surprised me with tickets for a trip to Japan for both of us.
So like you met her here?
She hasn't gotten here yet. I came before her. I was going to use this opportunity to travel a little longer because it's very far away. Like, it's literally on the other side of the world from New York. There's a 13-hour difference. So I was like, I might as well use it to travel for as long as I can in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm meeting you tomorrow, actually.
Okay. So today's main topic is what do you want to bring back from Japan to your country? So what do you want to bring back to your country?
So far, the biggest thing I've noticed is that the subway system here is way better. It's way more efficient, it's way more clean, and it's way smoother, and it's way easier to understand if you're not from here, which in New York can be very messy and very rough ride. So I would like to change that, make it more efficient. And I do like the cleanness that I've seen like all around. I've been walking around a lot.
Yeah.
And everywhere is clean and the air is fresh and doesn't smell like the sewer, which is very nice. Like, you don't smell smoke everywhere, and like people are not smoking in the street, and there's not a lot of like from stores or factories or whatever around. Like, the air is just like fresh, you can breathe it easily.
Okay. So in New York, a lot of smoking there?
A lot of smoking, a lot of air pollution. Here it's a lot cleaner.
Okay. Like for me, I'm actually from rural Japan. So when I go to center of Tokyo, I feel there are a lot of smoking, air pollution. But didn't you feel that?
No. I feel like it's all relative.
Okay.
In rural Japan, it's probably fresher, but in New York City, it's the worst.
Okay. What else, for example, about some physical things, souvenir? What do you want to bring back to home?
So all my friends have been texting me since the moment I got here, because it is very far and not a lot of people get to go here. They all been wanting me to take as many pictures as possible of everything.
Okay.
Everybody just wants to know about whatever they can, see whatever they can. So probably as many pictures as I can I would bring back.
Yeah.
And souvenirs, probably like little things, mostly from it's kind of cheesy, but like gift shops of like museums you go, something you can get like physical representation of where you've been, like to make people feel like they've been here too.
Okay. I asked about what you want to bring back from Japan to your country. On the contrary, if I go to New York, what do you want me to bring back to my country?
The users of credit cards everywhere. We don't use cash in New York.
Okay.
Nowhere uses cash. I didn't have cash before I landed here, and then I figured it out way too late that I needed cash, because most small places do cash only.
Yeah.
And that was kind of hard until I found an ATM. Honestly, I'm used to just walking out of the house with my phone because I have Apple Pay.
Yeah.
And then you have your phone, you have your wallet with you. It's like everything like that. Not used to having a wallet.
Yeah.
Now I need to carry my cash and everything and change, and it always gets so complicated for me.
Yeah.
And I'm very new here, so I don't really understand how much things are supposed to cost.
Right.
So I never know how much money should I be taking with me. So that's been kind of difficult to figure out, and I'm always worried about coming short. So I would change that and more credit cards.
Yeah. It was nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Спасибо за интервью. Откуда вы?
Я приехала из Москвы.
Окей. Вы приехали как турист?
Я здесь как турист на несколько недель.
Это первый раз приехать в Японию или?
Это был второй раз. Первый раз я была ровно до пандемии. Я уехала из Японии в день, когда началась пандемия. То есть я прям успела посетить первый раз Японию. И 3 года мечтала вернуться, и вот я снова здесь.
Окей. Тогда сегодняшняя тема, что вы хотите привезти в свою страну из Японии? Можно быть так, материал, менталитетом, что вам понравилось и что вы хотите привезти на свою культуру.
Больше всего меня впечатляют еда и сладости, очень необычные вкусы и сочетания. И они еще, помимо всего прочего, что они вкусные, еще очень красивые. Разноцветные всякие булочки, конфетки, мармеладки, необычные вкусы, это я точно возьму с собой. Потом возьму еще с собой косметику.
Косметику?
Да. Какую-то там гигиенические помады, маски, уходовую косметику. Мне это очень нравится, и здесь оно качественное.
Окей, хорошо. У вас нет качественной косметики в России?
У нас приводят и японские бренды, но они дороже раза в 2.
Окей. И российские косметики, наверное, дешево, но это совсем разные, да, с японскими?
Да, отличается по составу и по дизайну. Я вообще графический дизайнер.
Графический дизайнер?
Да.
Окей.
И меня подкупает все, что красивое. То есть, если будет 2 одинаковых крема, красивый и некрасивый, я возьму красивый. И в Японии в основном красивые. Крема, все упаковки.
Окей.
Вот. Поэтому меня еще не только по качеству привлекает, еще по дизайну упаковки, инструкции, фотографии и так далее.
Окей. Ну, это сейчас, как вы думаете, вам больше нравятся японские косметики, чем русские косметики?
Да, в основном я пользуюсь иностранной косметикой. Я знаю мало российских брендов, чтобы ими пользоваться. То есть раньше я пользовалась там зарубежной, европейской, американской косметикой, азиатской. Здесь, я покупаю азиатскую косметику еще потому, что в России европейские бренды ушли, и все вообще иностранные, сейчас ничего нельзя найти. Вот. Отсюда я возьму себе несколько кремов, помады, и буду пользоваться.
Окей, хорошо. Как по менталитету какой-то менталитет здесь понравилось?
Да, мне понравилось, что люди очень вежливые, добрые и милые. И важная черта, которую я заметила, для всего есть свой человек. То есть человек, который помогает машинам останавливаться, который покажет дорогу. Например, в аэропорту есть человек, который помогает аккуратно приземлить багаж. Вот, чтобы он не стучался.
Окей. Сейчас я хочу спрашивать это. А если мы едем в Россию, что вы рекомендуете нас привезти в Японию?
Если в России первый раз, я бы рекомендовала купить матрешку. Это классный сувенир, который просто символизирует всю страну. Они бывают разные. Я даже, мне кажется, видела с аниме, возможно, с традиционными костюмами. Это прям визитная карточка.
Тогда спасибо за интервью, спасибо за помощь.
Спасибо, была рада помочь.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。いかがだったでしょうか？動画のご感想やテーマのご要望などコメント欄で教えていただけますと幸いです。たくさんのコメントお待ちしております。チャンネル登録の際は通知ボタンもお忘れなく。